It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Tuesday, the 15th of September. I'm Michael Groff. Dry weather with temperatures to remain above average for the rest of the week and heading into the weekend as we are locked in a very persistent weather pattern here across the Southwest. Let's talk about it. Yesterday, 105 degrees, the afternoon high, 77 was the morning low. The normal high, 101, the normal low, 78. Outside now here at 7:10 a.m. A little bit of haze out there, but not too bad compared to previous days. And we are starting out at 81 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 46, relative humidity 30%, the winds are light, and the barometer is rising. Temperatures around the area this morning, 64 the cool spot at Fort McDowell, 67 at Goldfield. Most locations around the metro are in the middle 70s to middle 80s. The upper air look, we've got high pressure as the dominant weather feature here across the Southwest. A very weak disturbance has brought some isolated showers and thunderstorms the last couple of days to far eastern Arizona and parts of New Mexico. That will probably be the case again today. And we have a trough moving on to the Pacific Northwest coast, and that is going to bring some much needed rain and cooler temperatures there. Here's the watch warning map, the two big headlines. First, of course, our wildfires over the Pacific Northwest still have the dense smoke advisories for parts of southwest Oregon. Hopefully those will start to alleviate as we go through the day today and into tomorrow. Air quality alerts and red flag warnings continue up that way and in the valleys of California as well. Hurricane warnings and tropical storm warnings along the Gulf Coast, parts of Mississippi, Alabama, and into the Florida Panhandle really under the gun still with Sally, which we'll talk about in just a moment. Convective outlook for today, the standard slight risk of severe storms. Again, the immediate Gulf Coast, a few spin-up tornadoes are possible there with any landfalling tropical system. That's always a risk. And speaking of the tropics, we have 2 hurricanes, 2 tropical storms, 3 tropical waves. The only thing we're missing is a partridge in a pear tree at this point. The only wave of concern here is the one coming off the African coast. That has a high chance of developing. When and if it does, it would get the name Wilfred, and that would mean we are out of names for the Atlantic hurricane season here in 2020. And what happens after that, you're wondering? Well, then we go to the Greek alphabet if we get another system. So we'd start with Tropical Storm Alpha, then Beta and Delta, and so on. So let's talk about these in alphabetical order. First, we've got Paulette. This is on its way out into the North Atlantic. The GFS ensemble actually might have it doing a loop around here. We'll see if it hangs on and sticks around and recurves and comes back. Probably not, but something to watch. Then, of course, the big concern to the United States is Hurricane Sally. This continues to just sort of meander right there along the Gulf Coast, only moving at about 2 or 3 miles an hour this morning. And you might think that's really bad news for intensification, just sitting over the water, but upwelling is occurring. That's bringing up the cooler waters from beneath the surface. And so it is starting to weaken. Also, this storm is encountering some shear, but it is still a dangerous storm. Could bring storm surge up to 8 feet in some spots on the Alabama Gulf Coast. So we are obviously still concerned about that. Wind damage will be a concern for a while, but the big story is going to be the heavy rain and flood or flash flooding with this. Some spots in extreme southeast Mississippi, the Alabama Gulf Coast, and the western Florida Panhandle could see as much as 2 feet of rain from this storm. And it's only going to very slowly move inland and weaken as it moves across central Alabama into Georgia and South Carolina later this week and by this weekend. So we'll still be talking about this feature for the rest of the week. All right, now out there in the central Atlantic, we have Teddy, and this is going to start to gain latitude, become a major hurricane. Some of the models bring this up to Category 4. The bad news here is it is, again, making a beeline for Bermuda. They just got hit by Paulette, and they might have to deal with Teddy as we get out here toward early next week or late in the weekend. And again, the modeling on Teddy, all of the models keep it away from the United States. And then Vicky, this is not going to hang around very long. This will be fizzling out over the next day or two. All right, precipitation for the next 7 days around here, nothing in the valley, basically nothing statewide. The very dry weather pattern continues. We'll talk about it now as we take a look at modeling. Here we go, the GFS, the 06Z run valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. High pressure is the story here across the Southwest, the dominant weather feature, and a very weak little disturbance over eastern Arizona, so down to the surface today. Again, mostly sunny skies, just a bit of haze around, not nearly as bad as we've seen of late. Highs this afternoon, 101 to 104. And an isolated thunderstorm possible in extreme eastern Arizona and over into parts of New Mexico. Tonight, the skies are clear, the air is dry, lows in the 70s to low 80s tomorrow, sunny, a bit warmer, highs 103 to 106. Thursday, this is likely the warmest day of the forecast period with the high at its maximum strength. Highs between about 104 to 107. The hottest desert spots of southeast California, southwest Arizona may flirt with 110 degrees. Friday, the ridge starts to get knocked down in response to troughing passing by well to the north, so high temperatures should start to drop back a couple of degrees, and we'll see that as we go into the weekend as well. Highs on Saturday and Sunday between about 100 and 104, but the sky remains mostly sunny to sunny. The air mass remains dry. Let's go to Monday. Again, highs upper 90s to about 102. The ridge of seasonal strength pretty much at this point. And as we go out to a week from today, this is Tuesday the 22nd. Flat ridge in here, westerly flow, tranquil conditions continue. Temperatures pretty close to or maybe just a tick above average. And going out 10 days to the end of the period, this is Thursday the 24th. A trough in the east, a little baggy low, a weak wave coming in from the west. That's not going to affect us very much, maybe knocks temperatures down a degree or two. But overall, conditions remain very quiet. Precipitation off the European ensemble. Forget it. Really no chance of seeing any significant rain in here for the rest of the month. And temperatures off the national blend of models. Highs remaining above average all the way out into late September. Keep in mind the normal high will dip below 100 degrees here in just a couple of days. Of course, if you've lived in Phoenix for any length of time, you know that that doesn't magically mean that we just go below the century mark. We can see 100-degree temperatures all the way into mid or maybe even late October. And that'll do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and click that notification bell so that whenever a brand new video is posted, you'll get the notice. Your comments, questions, and suggestions always encouraged as well. I thank you so much for watching. Be safe, stay cool, drink plenty of water out there, watch your kids around the swimming pool, and you guys have yourselves a great Tuesday.